Hey Parker, welcome to another documentation call. We're just with the
That,
two of us, as it seems. Um, let's make it a
that's
short
cool.
one.
That sounds good. Let's do it.
Let's do it, indeed. So I had a couple of agenda items for today. I put them into the issue for today as well. I wanted to go quickly through the roadmap items that we have right now on GitHub. Don't know. Can you share your screen, maybe?
Yes, sir.
So we'll just talk you through where we're going.
No problem.
Then I have an item for looking through the docs for 105, for 150. But yeah, that's something I'll probably do
Sorry.
with you or Pavel of the record, since we're just here with the two of us. I think you have some updates.
Yep, we got the Shopify videos coming along. I'm gonna have that done probably by tomorrow. The edit's done. I'm just doing the voiceover right now.
All right, that seems good. Well, we'll talk
Yeah.
about that a little bit further, I guess, in a bit.
I'm gonna
Um,
rip through a lot more of them after that. This one is actually what do we got?
can you go into the projects and into the roadmap
Yep.
already?
Which one's
So if you have the tabs on top, go to projects.
projects? Ah, that's where I saw it. Cool.
This one indeed. If we can stay on here for a bit. Um, I think we can update everybody about our ideas and ways of putting our content live out there. I think that's a cool thing that we can talk about for a little bit. And I found a cool plugin that we might need to do some research on to update our SEO, to put our discussions forum, even though it's new on GitHub, but maybe we can utilize that for some SEO purposes. So we'll go through that one in a bit too. But now, let's kick it off with some roadmap stuff. It's crazy how much is done already. There's many tasks that have been picked up in the last couple of weeks. Um, Yeah, this is one of the pages that we improved over the past couple of days. Just how to get into BTCPay server, which is fine. It's merged. It's there now, so it's good. Can
Nice.
you go back to the roadmap for me?
Yep.
So most of the high priority items are done now. There's one which is in progress. That's yours, and Cyberskunk's one is in progress, even though it says done. Something to do with closing a issue and then reopening it, and the tag doesn't change, which is a GitHub thing. Yeah, go into your update. I want to say for the Shopify video, if you click it, you can open the issue. Yeah. So we had a video up there which was old and didn't show the new process, I think, of how to use Shopify.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, give us a rundown of what you did and how far it is, etc.
Cool. We had recorded a screen for it, which actually worked great. There's a little bit of like misspoken stuff that I cut out that I'm re-recording the voiceover for. This just otherwise it was super easy. My only hang up on it was sorry, being gone from my computer the last 2 weeks up until this past week. So now this thing's done, I'll be able to rip through the next ones a lot faster.
All right. So yeah, if you have the file to upload or the video to upload at some point, let me know. We'll put it in our YouTube and make sure it's
All
there.
right.
Oh, you got a
Yeah, this
screen
is
to share too? Cool.
yeah, it's almost yeah, we got the beginning here. Just redoing that little voice now. Yeah, pretty simple.
Nice. Good stuff.
Cool.
That's awesome. Looks good. So somewhere this week probably we'll be uploading that one, I guess.
Yep, I'm gonna try and do that voiceover by this weekend too, so we can just upload that soon. And you've got the
Awesome.
YouTube credentials now to do all that.
Yeah, yeah. We can update this real quick nowadays too. So that's cool. Once you
Nice.
have it, we will put it up there, upload it, and
Cool.
make sure it's in the documentation on the right spot.
Yep. We were just talking just before this recording. What I want to do is make some more template kind of stuff, and this is really simple here, but do some kind of better naming conventions for these, and do some like YouTube thumbnail templates and video title templates, so it's really easy to move through these.
Yeah, some
Be a
cool
good app.
intro videos that we can easily edit into to other videos. That would be really
Yep.
cool.
And if anyone else records their screen too, I could have like a little library of transitions and openings and thumbnails and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah, good idea. Maybe we should update the page for contributing in the video aspect. I don't know how it looks. Can you go
Oh
to
yeah.
the docs.btcpayserver.com or org?
Yep. That's not what I want to do. Um,
Docs.btcpay and then into, yeah, it doesn't matter. Just pick a topic and then go to contribute up at the top. And then there's video, I think, somewhere in there too, or visuals,
blog designing maybe.
maybe.
No. Miscellaneous. Grading. There we go.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's a good idea that we make this into its own page then, so that
Yeah, that
we
would be cool.
can outline how people can contribute in the video aspect and what are what is it, basic settings and parameters are for videos, so that everybody can quickly get up to speed with the same stuff, and if we do have those intros, that we provide them to them if they want to use them.
Yeah, that'd be great. And then you just download it from there or something.
Yeah, we make it possible to download it from somewhere. Yeah.
That was something I was talking to Pat before the conference, and I was gone for so long. To make a video that was like explaining how to contribute video stuff too. It's very meta.
Sounds good. I think that's a good idea, especially if we do make this into its own page. It would be cool to have an introduction video to how to do the videos. That I mean, hey, that's how it works, right? Show
Yeah.
people what we do, and yeah, if they have better ideas, they can always contribute in the sense of, hey, open up an issue and tell us if you have better ideas or parameters, or maybe even make your own visuals that we can use. So yeah, cool. Maybe make it into an issue for the docs. Did you register it that this is something as a project that you want to take on, or that you're looking for other people to collaborate with? And of course, anybody who wants to make visuals is able to put their portion of contribution in there. I mean, it's still open source, right?
Yep.
So that's cool. I like that. So that's Shopify. That's cool that we're getting that one updated. Let's see, I have a major update that we're doing throughout the whole docs. Also for 1.5, let's tie that in there too. If you go to issues,
Oh wait, all issues.
yeah, just in the docs repo, the normal issues. Yep. And then it's issue number 1089, so the top one, consistency update. It's the last one I added. It's a big one. So we got images everywhere on the docs, and well, a lot of our UI changed. Also, we happen to see, and I did this too, is go into our dark modes and screenshot stuff, and we want to make it all consistent. So everything, every screenshot, every image, every if we can, videos too, put them into light mode, and re-upload them and redo all those things into the new UI too. So yeah, as I said, this one is a big one. It also includes restructuring the whole image folder for the backend where all the images live, because it's quite a mess right now. We chucked in a lot of them just in the main folder, and they're getting used at all kinds of places. So that's a huge task in there to do that one. But it also includes a little bit of Photoshop imagery that needs to happen, because we do have places where we stitch 2 or 3 or 4 pictures together. And that's maybe something you or somebody else who's um, watching this on YouTube or wherever you're watching it can help us in just to help us create some images and stuff like that, so we can upload those. So yeah, this issue will probably be there for a bit.
Nice. Wait, sorry, I had a question. Is uploading it, or sorry, are you updating it so people can swap between the light and dark and have the images consistent with that
No,
background, or is it all to light mode?
all to light mode.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah, so that we just have everything as consistent as we can be. Um, yeah, but
Nice.
there's quite a
Two
lot of
versions.
pages,
A
so
lot. Yeah, so I was like, all right, hopefully it's just one.
yeah,
Nice.
I already did a little bit of yeah, I don't want to call it research, but I went through the first couple of pages of this, and yeah, it's at least like 4 or 5 images in every topic. So it's
Oh, yeah, yeah, you're working out for you.
yeah, that's quite a bit of work, but we're putting through it, and this is probably the biggest one that I currently have. Yeah, I do want to push this out. Most of it though for 1.5, because it also includes the dashboard update. If you go to pull requests, there is the last one is added dashboard to the user docs. Um, it's still open and not merged because it's not there yet, and there might be still changes to the images and stuff like that. Pavlonex left a good comment on there as well. Sadly, he's not here today because it would have been nice to talk this one through. But yeah, Pavlonex requested a review, so yeah, if anybody feels up for it, you can review my changes and everything in there next to how you experience 1.5. Um, yeah, again, as his comment also says, we might need to revise some images. Well, yeah, I'll take that one upon me. So that's why this PR is still open, but the dashboard is added to the docs in that sense. If you can go back to the pull requests and let's go through those last ones that are open right now too. Created the payouts page, so that one is also getting into the documents guides on the web. I think Pavlonex needs to go and review this one too, or anybody who feels like it, so we can edit edit to the website. Then in the PRs is also the voltage web deployment, which is maybe a good one to open up next. So if you go back to pull requests and then open up the voltage web deployment. Huge shout out to BTC sessions for this one. If you go to the 1038 issue, which is mentioned, so if you see, if you go back to it
Oh, sorry.
and click on the 1038 in my thingy, yeah, it goes to the issue. So Pavlonex requested that we did do the voltage deployment on our website, so for the guide, and Ben luckily did a massive video on it, and we could include it. So I left him a comment which changed a little bit of how it looked. I think it's a good idea. Yeah, there he is, Ben. Hey, Ben.
This is great.
Yeah, it's a
Love
super
it.
super good video, this one, and it fully explains how to deploy your Lightning node and tie to that BTCPay server on Voltage, and it looks super smooth. And because of Ben, I was able to write out all the steps, and so we have also written out all the steps on our website right now. So it's in the guide with accompanying of Ben's video. And he's doing good on views, as we
Yeah.
can see. Good stuff, Ben. Really thankful for the video, dude. Um, but yeah, that one brought me up to the point of the web deployment in the guide. It looked a bit janky because if you clicked on web deployment right now, you immediately go into the Luna node deployment, which of course isn't the only web deployment, and especially not with voltage now in there too. So I split them up, made web deployment a little short intro to all the possible web deployments that you can go into detail for. Kind of debating right now if we also should put stuff like Azure and what is it? Uh,
AWS.
AWS in there. Yeah, thanks. I couldn't get the name. In
I think the
its
voltage is up there front. That's by far the easiest and best deployment,
yeah,
just for quick deployment.
yeah, Voltage looks really cool. Their whole dashboard and the experience. If please go watch the video from Ben because he shows it really good.
Yeah.
It really shows their clean UI for how to set up the nodes, and they tell you straight up like, hey, you got to watch out because this is a part that you really want to remember, and they're really done well on all that stuff. So yeah, congrats to Ben for making the video, and of course to them to doing this, especially with the whole BTCPay server package. It looks really good. So yeah, as I said, I wrote it all out, added that into a PR. PR is also in these comments, did that a couple of days ago. Also waiting for a review. So if anybody is up for that one, it's PR 1090. And if you feel like yeah, reviewing this one, it's quite the page. Also, you got to keep in mind that you look in the video of Ben next to that. So yeah, if you have anything, please update it and let us know. But so far, I think Pavel next just needs to review this one. And the last one that's in the PRs might be a cool one also to talk about with you, as this is a bit about design work and visuals too. It's PR 1091. Add a simple agenda page to the contributions tab in the guide. So right now it's pretty hard to find the calendar that we use to distribute these calls and make everybody aware that we're doing these. And I feel like we can update this a little bit and make it more appealing and easy to find. The inspiration for this, I think what a good one might be, I'm gonna drop the link in chat so you have it too, is the Bitcoin Design Guide webpage.
Oh yeah, great.
And it looks fantastic. I mean, this is easy, clean, simple. It tells you exactly where and when you need to be somewhere. It's all still in the same flow as we're doing it right now, so it's all based upon GitHub issues, and everybody can still fetch their own link to get it in their own agendas, whichever servers or software you're using. But just purely for the eye and making it more visible, I think something like this is a huge example for us to upgrade our game. I don't know if you have any thoughts, ideas, or yeah, things you can add to this, but yeah, I'd like to see something like this.
This is really cool.
Yeah, this is amazing, right?
Where's the oh here's so it still is just an iCalendar file. Is there like an actual calendar page?
No, this is it.
Oh, cool.
So they made it clear in, hey, what is the calendar? You can click all those buttons on its own. So whenever you want to see a community call, you click on the community calls one, and it brings you to the GitHub page where you can find all the different kind of community calls that are going on, respected with their time zones and everything that comes with it. And if you have the raw link imported into your agenda, you will get these pushed.
I see it on here.
So,
Cool.
so yeah, everybody can have it in their own software of choice, so to say. So yeah, maybe it's something cool you want to pick up, or anybody else who's again watching this on YouTube, who's into designing a page like this. Please feel free to pick this one up. There is an issue open for this as well, which is issue number 1081. we started off the discussion. My first simple addition was, well, let's at least make a tab in the contribution page, so that there is at least a place where you can click, hey, this is our agenda or upcoming calendar. And from there on, I think we can just make it look nicer, something like this. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, this looks great.
Yeah, it is, right? It's really welcoming, and it tells you directly from just looking at it where you need to go, compared to how we do it right now. And yeah, we can learn from that. That's why they exist, right? That's why they're the design guide.
Exactly. Really simple. Just do 4 little things or 3.
Yeah. So if you do you still have the PR up? Um,
Yes. Or that specific PR? No.
can you pull up the
Which
add
one?
simple page, simple agenda page? Yeah, that one.
There we go. Yep.
And then the last check that it does is Netlify. And if you click the details from that one, you can look in how I did it right now. Just go to user docs for now because it's in the contribution tab. It's not a main tab. Go to contribute, and then it says open call schedule or something. I named it right now in the left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Made a quick little video on how to add it on iOS, but it clearly needs to look way nicer than this. But yeah, at least it's a start. I mean, now it's at least on our main pages. You don't have to dig it up, and you can easily find it. And if you want to create something, you can click some links and get in there easy. So
Nice. It almost feels like it could be just because it took a while to get there. 'Cause page content looks
yeah,
good and makes sense. If it was like back in here somewhere, like one of these.
maybe that would be cool too. Yeah, that we take one of these out and swap them out for calendar or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I could. These are all pretty important though too. Whichever one's the least clicked or something.
Yeah, we can just yeah, maybe that's a good comment to add on this topic.
Or one right there.
I think that we can do this. I think that's a good idea.
Cool.
We'll definitely look into that one. Good addition. Thanks. I didn't think about that one even. Let's
Nice.
see. Do we have a lot more then at that point?
I got a lot more videos I got to rip through that.
Yeah, if
in
you
Slack.
can open up the roadmap. So if you go to project, the fourth tab,
There we go.
and then the
Just the
video tab, the third one. So you're on all issues right now, and you can go one
Yeah.
tab further.
Oh, cool.
That's all the videos that are there. And it's quite a lot.
Yeah. This one got to do.
Yeah, I looked into that one for Umbrel. I know you're running Umbrel yourself, and I know you run it dedicated on a Pi, right?
Yep.
So it might be really cool if you would want to look into that one. Once you're done with the Shopify one, as soon as I get it from you, that we swap over to that one.
Yep. Cool.
I feel like Umbrella is used a lot right now, and as far as I'm aware, it's pretty easy setup. I tried to do it on virtual machines and everything like that, but it didn't really want to work well. So yeah, it needs both of the things. It needs and the documentation on, hey, what are the steps to take on how to get BTCPay server running as an app on Umbrel, and it needs the video to show how to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's maybe something you can easily do on your Raspberry Pi. I've had a hard time getting it running smoothly on virtualized hardware.
Got it. What do you think? Should I cover from like your Umbrel's just been saying, here we go, here's downloading BTCPay and everything from there, or should I just start from, wait, I can expose.
I think it's just as easy as, hey, you got your Umbrel running, and how do you now set up a BTCPay server on that? So I think it's go into the apps, click the app, download the app, install the app, create initial store and then create a store, I think.
Yeah.
Hook up Lightning, hook up your Bitcoin wallet. Um, I think that's, yeah, what, like a 15 to 20 minute video. I think, right? It's not
Mm-hmm.
that much work. I could
I'm wondering. I almost feel like maybe it's two, like one where it's basic setup, and the second one is like how to expose it for your store publicly, or the reverse proxy shit.
Yeah, cut it into two halves maybe. As in, hey, this is the first steps that you need to do as an initial setup of your BTCPay server, and then the advanced bit of the documentation has the short video about, hey, this is how you expose it.
Yeah. So it feels like that's two different levels. One basic level, just you could send people invoices and payments if you send them the invoices personally, but to connect it to your store and like make it publicly, whatever, over, fuck, what's
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
called?
I
That
get it.
that part's like the advanced whatever.
Yeah, if you feel like that's a good idea, do it. I think it is. I think it's good to divide it a little bit into an advanced step and just a this is the quick intro too. Um, though I think the second part doesn't need to be 20 or 30 minutes long, right?
Yeah,
That's
exactly. I think if someone's looking for that answer, they want to, get right to that in a minute or two.
Yeah, just a quick rundown of, hey, this is the settings that you need to set, and yeah, finish it off. And this is just an example of, let's say we're using Namecheap as a provider or something, you know.
Yeah. I
So
think somebody just recently made a video for that. I'm gonna follow and see. They got some good suggestions.
okay, if you can find that, feel free to share it in today's issue, the
Cool.
link to that
Yeah,
for the call, the issue for the call. I mean then.
cool.
Um,
Got it.
So yeah, maybe, yeah, as I said, Umbrel might be a cool next step for you to take on, as I know you have them, and you know a lot of people that do run Umbrels, so that might be cool.
Cool.
Um, and then there's a lot of videos left. Most of them aren't super high priority, I think. Um, but something like this, indeed, like a troubleshooting video.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are high on the list. We would like to run these three because I think I just saw it's three ones with high priority. We'd like to kick those out quick. Which one of them gets out soon because you're already doing the Shopify. And after that, we kind of just decided you're gonna do the Umbrella one. So
I'm
there's
gonna run
one left
go through all these.
with the
Yeah.
managing BTCPay invoices. So again, if anybody watching this back wants to pick up the BTCPay invoices, that would be really cool. We'd
Yep.
like to see that one as the next one.
And
And
yep.
otherwise,
Sorry. And if you're watching and you know you can do something but do not like your voice, that's the perfect setup because a lot of stuff I can't do like technically, but I'm happy to re-record anyone's voice and transcribe your audio. If you feel like your mic quality is bad or you don't like the sound of your voice, we can replace that, and it would
yeah,
help me a ton.
always feel free to reach out to any of us in the Mattermost or on Twitter or anywhere. Let us know that you want to contribute or that you made a video. And as Parker said, if he can take anything up for you, please let us know. Um, so that's cool. I think that were most of the main topics. I got one to just freewheel a little bit. Um,
Cool.
there's one thing we talked about last week, which was the SEO part, and I kind of looked into the discussions of GitHub for a little bit, see if it was being exploited by some people or used in a different way than just on GitHub. And I found one project which is open source as well, and they made something called Giscus, Giscus, um, and they made a plugin basically for the discussions on GitHub, so you can expose them on your own website. And to be honest, I feel like that might be a real great addition to our last week's talk and a real action that we can take. I want to look into this. I hope Pavel would be here this week too, so I could propose this to him. But I guess I'll take that into to the off the record part of this bit. But yeah, it looks really cool, and I don't know if you can bring up the discussions for me for a second, Barker.
Yep.
Sorry.
Very good.
So go to the main repository of BTCPay server, and then the fifth or fourth tab is discussions next to pull request. Yeah. So this is something that GitHub built new. I understood not too long ago. It's still in beta too. But it's really cool. You can start somewhat of a forum-like post and get people talking and get a discussion going. But it's borrowed in GitHub, as you just noticed. You gotta know where to find it, otherwise you won't see it. And that's a bit shameful, I want to say, because it is a good place to get input from anybody who wants. It's a good place to find stuff back as well, because they do have a search feature in there, which works a little bit different from the issue searches. And this guy, again, as I said, it's called Giscus, or something along those lines. I believe it's GISCUS. And this dude made it possible to expose this on your website and make it look nice. So it still would use your GitHub account to post replies and to do anything on here. But you don't have to go there. You don't have to search for this place. And we could just put this somewhere nice in the website. I feel like, yeah, it could be a cool addition to the frequently asked questions section and all that stuff.
Does that plugin or whatever it is, does it scrape the existing conversation, like mirror the two? So if a question's asked, oh man, that's dope.
And you can start new comments on the web page, and they will end up in here and all that stuff. Yes, everything is mirrored basically.
That seems like it's perfect. Wasn't the issue that we have so much good conversation happening in the Mattermost, but obviously it's not indexable,
yes.
And that's cool.
And it, yeah, I mean, I don't want to get people away from Mattermost or the Telegrams at all, because it's a super quick flow of talking and discussing with each other. But yeah, for long-lasting and searchable content, we need a place like a forum, which is discussions in GitHub, that lives on for a longer time and is searchable really well. And this, yeah, as I said, this plugin might be something cool to look at and see if we can make that work.
Cool.
Yeah. And then yeah, we could shoot it out there for, as we talked about, we're gonna do a lot of live streaming. So that's,
yeah, let's do it.
That's something we are brainstorming over and lining up here. So right now there's a flow of about 3 calls a week that we consistently try to put out there, and we're thinking about adding a 4th one, which will possibly be after the call like we have right now, where we just go into anything from discussing with merchants to talking new releases to showing you live on how we build, for example, the introduction video to BTCPay server that Parker made. Yeah, we want to invite anybody to join those and to enjoy a little bit of free time with us, build a bit of community, try to see if we can pull in some more rock stars in here and help us build products in the sense of documentation in BTCPay server itself, in visuals where Parker is a big portion in. But yeah, we really want to invite anybody and everybody to come and join those very soon, right?
Yeah, make it a fun night or afternoon or whatever.
Yeah, we're just gonna have that's the biggest part. Just have some fun. see if we can make some good feedback out of there too, of course, because it's not only about the fun, but also about the input that we can get from the people that watch it and that
Yeah.
use our software.
Maybe we could pick like a topic from whether it's the discussions or the Mattermost, whatever a question somebody had that week, we could like live try it. Like someone was asking about how to get the API connected. They were using the old API instead of the new Greenfield stuff. Just do like a live play with the Greenfield API for an hour or two.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know you have something cool in the works that we can use for that. That is
Oh, yeah.
connected with the Greenfield API.
Nice.
So
Yep.
yeah, we're definitely lining up that one too. So for anybody watching this back, be sure to like and subscribe and all that stuff to our YouTube and also to our Twitch channel. It's all BTCPay server. And with that, I think we're gonna wrap this one up for this week. Unless you still have a point that you want to put out there, Parker.
No, not at all. Thank you so much, Bass, for hosting. Find his tipping, hook him up with some sats. This dude has been killing for BTCPay server and doing a ton of work.
Thank you very much, dude. And with that, I want to wish everybody a good weekend and see you next time. Ciao, ciao.
See you, everyone.
For too long, we've relied on trusted third parties to process digital payments. The world is changing, and so are your customers. As cash payments decrease, digital payments become the standard. But existing apps charge transaction fees and lack privacy. BTCPay is a Bitcoin payment platform. It gives control over your business back to you, helping people achieve financial freedom with donations, payments, and more. Help your family and onboard your friends. Use BTCPay to host multiple stores and become a payment platform of your own. While the world changes around you, stay in control of your finances. It's simple to use, censorship resistant, and completely free. This is more than a payment platform. It's transforming digital payments as fast as the world around us.